Hey, 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 it's Dr. Joe from Atlanta. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life, where we discuss many aspects of wellness, a state of being, and children is one of that. And anyway, I was looking at a long list of things that older people, older than 50, regret. And one of them popped out and said, not preparing their kids for independence. Now, I've got 3 kids, and they're now young adults, and so I'm speaking from experience. Again, I'm Dr. Joe. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life. I'm from Atlanta. Got a beautiful sunny day today. It's a little chilly, but no snow and good driving conditions. Anyway, today's topic, let me bring it up. 9 lessons for parents to teach to avoid creating a boomerang kid. First of all, what is a boomerang kid? So this would be a kid that graduates from high school and goes out and now is on their own, got a job, got a place to live, and then all of a sudden something happens and they move back home. Or it's a kid that went off to college and either couldn't find a job and moved back home, or actually moved out and then something happened and moved back in. And this is a phenomenon that we've been kind of witnessing for the last 20 years since the stock market crash in 2000 and the Great Recession 2008. It's created a unique job environment. It's also delayed getting married and having children. And so there's lots of reasons for this boomerang kid phenomenon. And anyway, so let's talk about things that parents can do. And this is probably going to continue. So these are lessons that parents, it's a parenting thing, that can teach their teens, teach their kids to avoid later on becoming boomerang kids. So lesson number 1 that you need to teach your kids, it's okay to make mistakes. Life is not cake and ice cream. They will make mistakes. Many of your kids play sports. My kids all played sports. And when they made a mistake on the field, they needed to learn to put that behind them. So that's a training ground for that. And try not to micromanage their mistakes. Life, you have to learn from your mistakes. It's not so much the fact that you fail or make a mistake. It's the problem is not getting back up. So you're going to make mistakes in life, and you're going to need to get yourself back up. Brush that brick dust off and get ready for the next ground ball, and you'll probably feel that the next time around. By the way, the numbers of these boomerang kids, the statistics say that like 1 out of 3 young adults between the ages of 18 and 31 are currently living with their parents. Now, if you look back like in history, 1880, because we were mostly agrarian then, kids stayed on the farm and stayed home. So yes, we look back in history, the number of kids, young adults living still in their families or their parents' home was still much, much higher. But, we're not an agrarian really nation anymore. 98% don't live on farms. So most of us live in cities or suburban areas. All right, so lesson number 1, let your teen make mistakes, learn from their mistakes. Lesson number 2, teach your kids money management skills. And they say that financial problems are the number 1 reason kids move back into their parents' house. I also read that delay of marriage is the other big reason. So there's like the top 2 reasons, delay of marriage and financial problems. So you obviously need to teach money management skills early. And, I think you can do it with younger kids with allowances and buying things that they want, and try to keep them on budget, and then gradually kind of move them up on money management responsibilities. Number 3, educate your teen about debt. We live in a society where everyone likes instant gratification. Buy it now, pay for it later. buy it now, pay for it later, buy it now, pay for it later. Next thing you know, you're up to your ears in debt, and then that's not going to be good. And that's not a lesson you want to teach your kids. And so I think as parents, you want to be role models for that. And you don't want to be buying things, purchasing things that you can afford, you can't afford, and then you've got mounting debt. And they will see that. Your kids will emulate what you do, and they say, "Well, mom and dad, they handle their debt, so I'll just handle it myself." And it may be a different situation for them. Number 4, provide guidance for your teens' future plans. Now, no one wants to be told what to do, and every parent would love their kids to become a doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, the town mayor. But they need to make their own career choices. Otherwise, they're not going to be happy. So don't force it on them. But it's okay to kind of give them guidance. You're older and they're younger, and you've got more life experience, and you've been around the block a few times, and you might be able to give them good guidance in addition to what they get at school with guidance counselors and stuff. You know your kids better than anybody else, and then they hopefully will get to know themselves pretty well, and hopefully they will find something that they will be passionate about. They say if you've got a job that you're passionate about, it won't really feel like a job. Number 5, teach your teens problem-solving skills. I'll never forget. I was probably a 10th grader, and I put off this project, and it was late at night. It was about 10 o'clock, and I asked my dad for help, and he grudgingly came in and helped, and he was really angry, and he let me know that he was angry, and I had just disrupted something that he was doing. He was reading something important, and now he had to put that aside and help his son with some kind of a project. I think it was a book report or something, and I was just stumped on something, and he helped me with it. But his technique was to be angry, and I never asked him for help again. But it taught me a lesson. It taught me not to delay things to the last minute, and it taught me to problem solve my problems. So then I didn't have to rely on him anymore, and I did okay. Number 6, help your teen learn how to establish healthy relationships. Now, one boomerang situation could be, especially a daughter that, gets married, moves out, gets married, has kids, and now gets divorced, is stuck with, 1, 2, 3, or 4 kids, and needs a place to live. That's probably not, that could be a boomerang situation, but that's not classically what we're talking about as the boomerang generation, boomerang kids. However, if your child is in a unhealthy relationship, whether it's a friendship or whether it's a romantic relationship, we as adults, we need to teach our kids about unhealthy relationships. So if there's physical abuse involved, if there's some kind of control situation where that person, your child, being told what to do every step of the way, or if there's humiliation involved, like being called names, especially in public, those are 3 signs, 3 red flags of an unhealthy relationship, and that individual should plan on getting out of that. So teach your kids that as well, and that will serve them well later on in life. Number 7, instill a healthy work ethic. Little kids, they can do chores, take the trash out, empty the dishwasher, help cut the grass, wash the car, little things like that. And then obviously you can move them on and maybe encourage them to get a summer job. I had summer jobs. I remember one when I was in high school. I was a filing clerk. I hated it. I decided I had a paycheck, but I hated the fact that I had to be there at 8, and between 12 and 1 was lunch, and then I couldn't leave until 5, and I hated it. And I decided I would never, ever have a job like that again. So it's good to learn lessons like that so that you gravitate towards things that you're passionate about. Number 8, teach your teens life skills. And it's simple things like laundry. That's the big one. My mom taught me how to do laundry. Um, Handle your trash. Otherwise, the trash will probably build up. They need to empty the trash. Empty the dishwasher, things like that. How about some basic cooking skills? Scramble some eggs, boil water. Otherwise they're just going to be eating ramen noodles for the rest of their lives. Few little basic cooking skills. So teach your kids some life skills, and it'll be good for them later on, and they'll be less likely to bounce back and have you do their laundry and you cook their meals when they move back into your house. And number 9, the final one, is make your expectations clear when they're children, when they're still teens. Tell them that you expect them to become independent adults. Expect them to be financially and emotionally independent and stable. Hold the job, pay their bills, pay their own rent, So these are parenting skills. They're pretty simple, pretty basic. And let me just run through them again. Again, I'm Dr. Joe. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life. I'm from Atlanta, and we're talking about 9 lessons for parents to teach to avoid creating a boomerang kid. These are kids that have left the house and come back because they are dependent on the financial help of their parents. They can't make it. It may be a legit situation. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to talk about when you do have a boomerang kid, what to do with them to kind of help them get out. But anyway, let's review the 9 lessons that parents need to teach to avoid creating a boomerang kid. 1 is let your teen make mistakes. Teach money management skills. Educate your teen about debt. Provide guidance about your teen's future plans. Teach your teen problem-solving skills. Help your teen learn how to establish healthy relationships. Get out of unhealthy ones. Instill a healthy work ethic. Let them do some chores. Teach your teen life skills like laundry. And make your expectations clear of what you want them to be when they become young adults. All right, so that wraps it up. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'm going to run out and get some steaks. We're going to grill, do a little cooking, enjoy life in America. See you all tomorrow. God bless. Bye.